In this video, I'm going to be sharing you my scalping session. We're looking at S&P 500 and futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart, and I'm going to be relying on price action, which means I'm reading the candlesticks pure price action that is being printed on the chart. Right now, if I'm going to zoom out, I can see that we have the main structure is an uptrend. So I'm going to use the very bottom, the beginning of this trend, looking for geometric formation, and I can see a lot of swings here. So I'm going to copy the trend line, put it as a trend channel line, so I have a full channel. And now because the trend is up, I'm not thinking about buying. We have new high for essential long, pullback, second entry long, which I'm probably going to enter if this bar forms great. All right, traders, I'm resuming the video because I used a limit order on this second entry long. I'm going for 12 tick target profit. Stop loss has to go 1 tick below the signal bar to protect the trade. If I'm going to zoom in closely, we have one leg up, break, and we have second leg up. So this is visual two-leg up pullback, or you can read basically as a failed breakout out of this consolidation. Either way, this is a high probability setup. It's at the EMA. The uptrend is the main pattern. So I'm looking for reasons to go long, new push phase to start. And because we're at the key entry point and I have the pattern, so I'm going to combine the structure uptrend, I'm going to combine the pattern to like a pullback, and I'm going to combine the EMA that is holding as a key entry point in order for me to identify where the correction ended and where the new push phase should start. Of course, nothing is 100%. This is why I'm protecting my trade using the stop loss, 1 tick below signal bar, but I'm holding this trade because chances are high we're going to go higher instead of us going lower, at least for scalp temporarily. All right, traders, so we got the scalp. So I'm going to place my stop loss of the runner to break even because I don't want to lose anything on the trade. This is just a bonus. Sometimes we can put it to break even +1 to cover commissions, but I prefer to just give runners a little bit more room. Also, there's not a big deal if you just put the stop loss a little bit lower, take a small hit, and give runner a little bit more room. Depends on your psychology and what do you prefer, your trading style. This was two-leg pullback at the EMA in an uptrend, and the scalp was reached. All right, traders, our runner got stopped at break even. All right, we have another pullback, but this time it is a double trap, but of course I cannot go long above bearish bar. So I'm considering potential high low, depends how this bar forms. You can see new high, first entry long, second entry long, failure, but it's so far from the EMA, you can't of course take it. This is a bearish bar, so I can't go long. I need to see some very strong bullish bar here in order for me to go long because it looks like the market may correct. So let's see how this bar finishes, and I might take another high low. Oof, this bar is a little bit too neutral. I was hoping it would close on its top, so I have to skip this one. Okay, I was looking for failed second entry short, but it didn't form. We're breaking back below. So even though this multiple test may be tempting, I just don't like how we're going sideways. I want to see some push above EMA, the resumption that the buyers are breaking the market, and then I can consider going long, because also what I can do, draw a trend line a little bit wider, although this one is a break low. So there can be one more push down and then we can go long. So let's see. Okay, we have a break of the trend line. So according to trend line rule, I expect new high to be tested. Break, I expect new high. We pushed above EMA, but the failed second entry short formed way too far up. So now because we need new high, I'm expecting second entry long at the EMA. I could consider that. Also, this channel is a bit too broad, but I am looking for something like second entry long at the EMA because uptrend still needs new high. Ideally, you will get a failed second entry short somewhere around here because correction phase ended and you want to catch the start of the move, taking the last second entry short that's going to fail because the sellers are trading against the trend. So let's see if we can get one more setup. Once this downtrend gets a break in new low, and if the support holds, I'm going to consider back failed second entry short above EMA because we have an uptrend. I'm going to combine range rules, buying low. So I may either go long on some really tempting setup at the bottom or failed second entry short above EMA. We should still test the new high. Our secondary channel has a small break new low, but the main one still needs to get new high. So in a situation like this, of course you prefer for the secondary channel to be in play as well. But I will still consider second entry long, solid one, simply betting on the main bias. And this break was so tiny far from the EMA, market may still want to see the legitimate break. So if I get a second entry long at the EMA, I will risk so far new high, no break, first entry long only. This failed breakout was very tempting, was about to go long here, but it was an inside bar. So I ended up not pulling the trigger. But you can see also one leg, broad break, second leg down. It's a range combined with an uptrend, downtrend, broad break, new low. So you can go long here. And also I was looking for high low, but there was no good high low. All right, traders, I'm resuming the video as I just took the second entry long. It ended up triggering above this bullish bar. It's going quite sideways, but these two legs are very broad, negating any wider channel like this. I decided to risk the second entry long here. Once again, stop loss goes one tick below the signal bar. I'm scalping 8.6 because markets slowed down a lot. ATR is a little bit lower. And I'm expecting new high for the main channel and even new high for this one because this is such a tiny break. So chances are high that we're going to test the new high. Of course, you prefer this uptrend to be in play, but the risk is not that big. So it's either going to work or it won't. Trading is always about taking calculated risk if you have an edge on your side or not. And the chances are a little bit higher. We should go higher now. So it's worth the risk for me. Okay, it's taking a long time. Okay, traders, we got the scalp. So this was a second entry long. Uptrend is new high. Main bias is bullish. So once again, a repeat pattern of this. Two legs down to the EMA, two legs down to the EMA. And once again, what I like is how broad these two legs down are. It's negating any wider channel. You cannot draw a channel like this. This is super ugly. Price action doesn't work this way. So double rejection of the EMA, actually multiple rejections. So it was worth for a small scalp. We got the scalp. And hopefully we can get your runner to new high. So I'll pause the video and let you guys see how the runner develops. Our runner got stopped at break even. We have a new high, so I'm going to pause looking to go long now. I came back from my break. After breaking new high, you can see there is no reversal nor correction. We pushed higher, so we have some uptrend continuation. So I decided to draw with the help of 10,000 tick chart. This secondary spike and channel pattern fits pretty well, but it's a weaker channel right now, weaker trend. So once you get a break in new low, you can consider going long again if you push above EMA and get a felt second entry short, or high low if it forms really great. Depends how it forms. Alright traders, I'm gonna wrap it up with my two trades. So this is the overall structure for today. We started with quite a decent uptrend. We had textbook second entry long, felt breakout out of the congestion, so more reasons you have to enter, the better. Then this is not high low because you already broke the high you're using to count the second entry long, so you would have to treat this as a first entry long only. You can see that the downtrend has more lower highs and low lows, therefore there is a little bit wider channel. You should wait for the push above EMA as a confirmation that buyers are back in the market. I wouldn't be fading here or here because it just simply has too many lower highs, low lows, not really a trend range. Then I decided to mark this high low because you have two legs down, downtrend played out. Big bar, decent enough. It's better to get a felt second entry short, but high low decent enough, although there is no tick back and the bar is quite big, so probably no fill, but decent enough high low because you expect the new high for the channel. We had additional pullback. Now it's tempting to go short and it worked for a scalp, but I always remind myself, why would I go short when if I'm gonna follow the trend, the main direction, I'm gonna make more money. So it's better to focus on buying with the trend rather than selling. Downtrend break, new low. I decided to mark this felt breaker. This was super tempting. Only thing is this was an inside bar. Actually, yeah, this is an inside bar. If this wasn't an inside bar, you can go long nicely. So I decided to mark it mainly educational wise because you have one leg break, second leg. Support is holding multiple times. We're not going lower. Decent setup. Then you saw me taking the second entry long, push to a new high. Everything played out. Then you don't have reversal nor correction. And you have a second entry long here. This is tempting, but problem is, when you're watching this live, let's say you even have this downtrend in play, played out with the break new low, you have uptrend break new high. So taking the second entry long after two legs up is not easy, but you know, there is some empty room, some imbalance. If you took it, I can see why. Not a bad trade. For me, it was a little bit too early after we just made a new high here. I wasn't really sure what is the next market cycle. Then you have a second entry long. Signal bar has a tail at the top, so not ideal, but decent enough. And then you can even consider high low. You have to use double bar entry. You cannot go long above this bar. But once again, double bar entry decent enough because EMA keeps holding twice. And now we can draw the secondary channel. Break new high, nothing here, nothing here. You have a high low here. The reason why I skipped it because this downtrend doesn't have new low. If this downtrend has break and new extreme, high low here like this would be sufficient. But because the new low, I wasn't really confident in taking plain high low. It worked though. I mean, if you took it, once again, not a bad trade, it's just a little bit more aggressive because what if there's going to be breaking new low and now the market is about to close. You may test the new high eventually for the channel. So decent price action. I hope you had a good trade. I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to talk to you next time. If you like your trading,